Oh, bad news, it doesn't work. Hello! I'm sorry that took so long. I was trying to do something silly. Um, but I can't get it to work. I have, I have been sick and tired of, hold on. I have been sick and tired of you guys thinking that I'm jumping off of cliffs and stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can do it like this. So here we go. Where is it? Game capture. Where is it? Is it gonna... Oh! It finally appeared! You see this? See this fucking thing? I am tired. I am so tired. Every single time I play a game and I'm jumping off of a ledge and she doesn't jump, right? I need you to see that I am jumping and it's not even fucking detecting it anymore. Damn it! See, this is what I'm talking about. Tired of this, man. Have you used Gamepad Viewer? No, because I was trying to use NyaruPad because it connects with the fucking it connects with VTube Studio, and so if you've got a little controller asset, you can tippy tap on it. And I have a controller asset, but I can't get it working because Skadi swings her arms too much. So I have to change the physics. I could do it, I just can't do it right now. You've already been sat here for like 15 fucking minutes. It's not a good start to make you wait 15 minutes, you know? Like, it's just not. So anyway, hi! Hello, hello! Your goddess of sleep is hyped up on ice cream right now because, you know, when you have that, like, ADHD obsession with something and you go, oh, I need this thing, right? I've recently had a fixation on ice cream cones. Like Cornettos. Like Flake 99s. Like, the mint chocolate ones. I don't know. I'm not even eating dinner. I'm just eating an ice cream cone. And I know it's not good for me. And I'm just... I'm like, oh no. The thing is, though, that my metabolism doesn't make sense. When I was younger, I was like super fixated on like my weight and my size and everything, and then I don't know. I no, not I don't know. I know exactly what cured me, but we're not getting into it. Um, and now I don't have that issue. I mean, I do some days. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like have body image struggles. Every single girl on the planet does. But like I don't insult myself on the daily and starve myself anymore. But I do have a really bad habit of just picking the worst snacks for me. And then going, oh no, well now I need to fix it. And then I just feel tired. But I mean, my job keeps me on my feet pretty much all day, so. No, it's weird. When I was like hyper fixated on it and I ate like, I don't know, I didn't even eat. I would go like days of nothing. I would literally just drink tea. That was it. Just a good old fashioned cup of tea. And then I would eat one like sandwich that my family member would force me to eat because they were worried about me. And that would cause me to gain weight. And I'd be like, no! But nowadays I can eat an entire box of ice cream cones in one sitting and see absolutely no change. And I'm like, where was this when I was younger? It's very strange. It's quite funny though. One of the best exercises that you can do is squats, obviously. I don't even need to do them because of the fact that I just have to do them on the daily at school. When the kids are like little, you have to get up and down constantly. Those are fucking skeletons. What did our wonderful newcomer say earlier? What did Shano say? It was Shano, right? I think it was Shano. I apologize if I got that wrong. I think Shano said use explosive crossbow ammo. Because the laser sight wasn't working. Oh, now it works. Okay, hold on. We might not need to. Oh, unless, you know, he goes down the steps. Mate, I'm trying to line up a shot here. Could you fucking... It's quite hard to... I gotta land a headshot. This is really fucking difficult, bro. There we go. Headshot. He killed himself. Okay, that works. I mean, they're not bright, so... I don't know what's down there. Lucky enough to be indifferent to my appearance or weight. Most of the time, only reason I eat like once a day is money or I just forget to. See, I also forget to, but it's now not a case of, like... Now it's a case of I'm genuinely forgetting. Previously, I used to tell my, like, friends and family, oh, I forgot, to try and, you know, have them not worry about me while I was wasting away to literally nothing. That's never, like, gone away. The damage that has been done has never gone away fully. I wish I could have just loved myself. We didn't die, we don't have to do the thing. Oh wait, I just realized I need to restart that. There we go. You got a takeaway since you got the house to yourself for the weekend? Oh no, what'd they do? But I hate that. I don't like to go full Karen, but when it comes to, like, my food, I get really annoyed because, like, just don't fuck it up, you know? Like, I'm trusting you here to not fuck it. Like, just don't screw it up, dude. How hard is it to just put cheese on top of a pizza? If I say I want extra cheese, it means I want extra cheese. How bad they mess up the pizza? Oh, wait, did you get it from one of those, like, kebab burger chips place? I don't trust them. I would never trust them to make a pizza. Too many items on a menu is always a bad scene. Bad scene? Bad sign. That's something that Gordon Ramsay said once. Because it means they can't focus on it. They can't focus on one thing. To usual local, they don't mess up often. It's first time. Okay, so that's a little different then. We've got a place near us that I obviously won't be saying the name to because any crazy lunatics out there. Like, I love and trust you guys, but I got no idea if in the future this VOD is gonna get picked up by a psychopath. And if you're watching this, I know. Don't be weird. What is this? Is this a push block? Huh? 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 You're a psycho doesn't mean you have bad intentions. No, it's fine. I can't move this. I'm confused. What did I just do? Interesting. There is a difference between being a psychopath who is an evil psychopath and just being like a crazy person. And I think we're all kind of crazy. I mean, what are we doing right now? You guys are talking to an anime girl on the internet who's blabbering on about cornettos. And me? I was crazy once. It got really bad though. Like, it was so worrying for Zero. Are you fucking kidding me? We got our first death of the night! I didn't save! Oh, for fuck's sake. This is not going well. Did you raid me while I was off? Like, yeah, I thought it'd be funny. I'm nothing if not a comedian. I was rewatching the, like, I was watching all the clips from Repo last night. Jesus Christ. The amount of times that my mic peaks because of how loud I screamed. I don't know how you guys put up with me at times. Whee! We gotta go do this all the fuck over again! Yay! Oh, one thing's for sure, I'm making some stupid fucking voices lately. I guess it doesn't matter if I push the block in. I just wanted to... You need to play Repo with you again because it's crunch time? Oh... Yeah... I still don't know what to do. I mean, I've got the whole weekend to deal with this nonsense. I can't work my brain out right now. I've never had a... So, here's the thing. Here's the way that my life has worked. Things are kind of weird for me. Let me just give you a breakdown on Skadi's silly little life story and adventures so far. I don't know what it's like working in the situations that you guys probably know what it's like. You guys probably understand employment, I guess we'll call it, way better than I do. My first job was being a nanny to hold on. I burn the rope, don't I? I was a nanny to private clients. And when I say private clients, I mean people in expensive houses. People who could afford to go on dinner dates multiple nights a week and leave the nanny babysitter person with their kiddos in their like fucking mansion. Many of the children had special needs, which is where I picked up my whole special needs thing. And the reason why it happened was because I saw a job available. I wanted the money because I wanted to buy myself some clothes, and I couldn't, being a British girl in America without all of the fancy documents taken care of, because oh boy, it takes ages for those fucking things to be sorted. And they don't say, oh, you can do this in the meantime. They just say, don't fuck up. All I could do was, like, cash sort of stuff, because I couldn't have a bank account. It's ridiculous. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I want to fill up my water. So, basically, while I was a super good, law-abiding citizen who, like, volunteered and cared about the community and cared about the environment and all that shit, because I didn't have the right bits of paper, I wasn't allowed to have a bank account, and I wasn't allowed to drive, which was really depressing. And honestly, it takes a lot of your freedom away when you just can't, you know, exist. I wonder what I wonder what that did. Well, I guess we'll go back up and say. But yeah, so the thing is, I was like, okay, well, what do I do? Because I can't just do nothing, because I'm bored out of my fucking mind. And I didn't want Zero to have to pay for our wedding by himself. So I'm like, alright, well, let's see. I'm good with kids. I'm really good at making kids laugh. And I'm kind of a dork, because I play video games and stuff, so, like, I get it, you know? And I didn't know what was wrong with me at the time. But I knew I was a little different. So I was like, so I can understand. So I saw this job advertisement for a family, and they were like, blurp, blurp, child with autistic needs. And I'm like, I don't know what autistic means. What does that word mean? I wonder. So I did a Google search on it, and I went, oh, okay, I see, it's that. And I thought about it, and I was like, what's the worst that could happen? I did not expect them to call me back. I sent the email, they were like, oh yeah, what do you know about autism? And I'm like, enough. When I tell you, this kid was one of the sweetest kids I've ever met. They were great. They loved making, like, s'mores. They loved playing Minecraft and Mario. They were the cutest kid, honestly. Oh, shit. So that's where that started. And then after that, I was like, well, I've already, you know, nannied for one child with autism. Why not just see if there's others? So then there was a baby, there was a set of twins. Those twins were crazy. One of them tried to break the other one's arm. I had to actually, like, say to the family, look, I'm not doing that because my insurance doesn't cover that. Like, I had a little tiny bit of insurance through the website I was using to, like, protect myself and do my background check, but not enough if the child decided to break their fucking brother's arm, you know what I mean? Like, accidental is one thing, but not like that. And it was very concerning when one night they came home and they were like, you know, oh, how are they? And I said, oh, unfortunately so-and-so didn't want to brush their teeth. The dad, like, went in the room, woke the kid up, and just slapped the kid. I was stunned. I did report it. But, like, I was like, oh my god. I don't know if anything ever came of it, but, like, I don't know, man. It was uncomfortable as fuck. Anyway, so that's how that happened. That's how that all started. But because of that, that meant that everything was, like, cash. Everything was not contracts and, well, it was a little bit of contracts, but it wasn't like... There were no formal interviews. There were no tests. There were no things. What am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm confused. Maybe I just push it through here. Oh, I pushed it through here. Okay. So anyway, moving on. The next thing I did was started to sell stickers on Etsy. Like, really? That's... Again, that's not really a real job. That leads me to studying. That leads me to finally working in the situation that I work in. But I have an agent who puts me in contact with the schools and basically, like, talks me up and tells them how great I am, right? I've never had to navigate this by myself. Oh, shit. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Is that evil? Is that evil? That sounds evil! That sounds evil! Ah, it's still alive! Wait, I haven't saved. I need to save. Okay. Whew. What I'm getting at here is having to suddenly do interviews has been messing with my head because I don't know how to do it. I've never had to. And so, like... I've got all this experience in the field, but I've never had to be in the room and explain it before. And I keep feeling like I'm fucking it up because the way that I'm doing it is like... I'm trying so hard to mask, but at the same time, I don't want to mask because the problem is if I don't show them who I am, then I'm not going to be able to keep this up forever and I'm going to get burnt out. And then it's going to be like, whoa, we didn't hire a crazy person. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, my agent can kind of sell me as, look, she's a little weird, but she gets the job done and she's smart. Like, he's good. I don't know how he does it. Oh, shit. He's very good, but, like, I'm not a good sort of talker. For fuck's sake! I'm not a good talky person, guys. I'm bad at it. I don't know how to do this. What do I... Hold on, let me see what that thing is. Let me look at what Stella has to say. Okay. Yes. Why did I want to break the boulder, by the way? What was the point of that? Like, did anybody notice why the boulder broke? Because, I mean, you guys have just been watching while I've been yapping. Has anyone realized why the boulder broke? To showcase the epic physics IDK. Yeah, like, why did... Hold on, let me look at this. Take a standing jump to grab the platform above the boulder and pulley. Use the gate key. Burn it. Oh, the crawl space. The crawl space. Okay. There was a crawl space right behind the boulder. You've been tabbed out. What am I, your podcast? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But there was a crawl space behind it. Okay, now I understand. What does this little thing do? Hold on, let me see. At the end of the passageway is a small room with a movable pillar. Pull on to the... This will prop up the floor so it no longer sinks. When you step on it, return to the passageway. Climb the ladder out of the pit. Climb the stairs, jump across the ledges. Re-enter the catacombs through the black gate. This time you'll be able to explore the level properly, so the rest is included in its own section. Right, it's on the next page. Okay. Catacombs 1. Now you've stabilized the thing. Air Wraith emerges from the pillar. It does a little bit of damage, but it won't set you on fire. Okay, so small room with poles and a golden bird statue. God, I love Stella so much. Like, I cannot express how much I love Stella. Does Stella have a Twitch? Since you can't eat the pizza you're having cheese on in your Christmas dinner? Hell yeah, why can't you eat the pizza? What's wrong with the pizza? Leave me alone, dude! I'm trying to explore! Tomato base? Wait, you don't like tomato sauce on your pizza? What? Why? Not judging, just curious. Is it the taste of the sauce? So wait, so why do you eat pizza then? You just like cheese bread? Is that it? No, I love cheese on toast. I can't corner bug this. I want to explore this room a little bit better. It says if I run over to the bird statue, it'll kill itself. That doesn't look like a bird. There we go. Okay. Cheese on toast. So, I love cheese on toast, actually. I will share my, way of making it. I wouldn't say that it's really, like, a way of... I wouldn't say it's a recipe. I would just say it's a way of putting the ingredients together in a way that I find nicer than just your standard... Hold on, can I break these? I can. So I toast my bread first. Some people don't do that. Some people don't toast the bread. I don't know why. That's just cheese on bread. Toast your bread first. It's important, you gotta do it. Toast the bread. Otherwise it's not cheese on toast, it's just cheese on bread. And then it's weird. And then you've got soggy bread. Toast it. Make it crispy on the bottom. Not too much, obviously. You don't want to burn it, but yeah. So you put your broil on in your oven. You toast your bread. You take the bread out of the toaster, and while it's hot, you put butter on it. You put more butter than you would. Like, you're not eating this as toast, so don't worry. Don't worry, you're not eating it as toast. So you put more butter than you would, and then you get grated cheese. Don't put a block on it, it's not going to melt properly. You grate the cheese, you put that on top, and then you broil it. Then, because I am extra weird, I let it sit, like, I broil it until it's kind of like bubbly on the top. You take it out, you let it sit and kind of cool off a little bit for just 3 minutes. And then it's not cold, obviously, but it's also not going to scorch your face off. But it's like just the right amount of cool enough that you can actually taste the cheese and the salty butter and everything. And that is my happy place. I don't ever want you to worry, Ace, and to think, no, I can't share this, that's like too weird or anything. Believe me, I'm weirder. I like putting a bag of crisps in a sandwich. I think that is wonderful. Also, am I allowed to show that on Twitch? Those are full-on titties. She's beautiful. She's hot. Wood. Anyway. Yeah, crisp sandwich. My favorite is the kettle cooked ones. Like the Tyrells, I think the brand is called. I love those. The Witcher is allowed on Twitch. This is nothing. Hello, Dan. 2 seconds, hold on. My parents were the ones that taught me about crisp sandwich. Hold on. You get Playboy cards for having sex? Hell yeah! My dad liked like good proper ready salted crisps, just, you know, pretty simple, pretty casual. My mother, on the other hand, she likes putting, I still can't believe you call it this here. I know it's me from here as well, but my whole life, I grew up in America, right? So the thing is that they were Cheetos to me. Cheeto Puffs. They're Cheeto Puffs, or cheese puffs, right? And she called them cheesy Wotsits. And I was like, you're mad. That's not what they're called. What? I thought she was being silly. Because when I was growing up, my mum, she was very silly. She was the silliest mom. Like, that's just her vibe when I was little. And then I grew up. And I came home. And I was in Tesco's. And I was getting some crisps for my family. And I was just looking at the shelf and I'm like, Mom, why are they called cheesy Wotsits? And she's like, that's what they're called. And I'm like, no, that's you being silly. She's like, Skadi, I'm not being, no, I know I was silly a lot, but that's not me being, no, they're called cheesy Wotsits. And I'm like, what? And she's like, sweetheart, that's what they're called. And I'm like, fucking cheesy Wotsits. just fucking... hello, Nakus. Hi. Sorry. I did see, but I had to finish my cheesy what's it story before I forgot. Oh, man. You still remember a few? Zero tried to play The Witcher once. I couldn't stop laughing because the way he was running around holding the sword directly above his head. You can send a few because not safe for Witcher. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, send them! I fully support that. The only things I don't want in the not safe for work channel are the obvious, like, don't share that. Don't expose yourself like that, you know? But, like, go crazy, go ahead. I'm not gonna judge you. Everybody's a grown-up, and if I find somebody who's not a grown-up, I'm just gonna banhammer them immediately. Sorry, I deal with kids every single day. This is my time, my private space. I've been seeing a lot lately about kids being annoyed at being kicked out of 18+ servers, and it's like I have to make that stance now. I am firmly 18+. I know, there's a rope. I don't talk about topics that I would discuss at school at all. I am a grown-up. I am talking to other grown-ups. I don't want kids here, simple as that. And I think that I'm well within my right to say that. It does make me sad, because there's no place for children these days on the internet. Like, when I was growing up, I had Webkins and Neopets and all kinds of stuff. It's rope swinging time, yeah. So that's why we've got the death counter, because I knew this room was coming. Right, so we've got to swap on modern controls again. We've got to get onto the rope for starters. So far, so good. Death number 1. 28-year-old kid here. It's alright. Look, as long as you are over the age of 18, I just had to think because I was about to say 21, 18, and you consent to the mature topics of stream and stuff, then you are good here. If anything ever gets too much for you, don't worry, I will never be offended if you want to step away for, like, mental health reasons. Oh, I did it! Okay, I'm on the rope. We're saving. We're saving. Okay. Let's wait for it to steady. But yeah, there's no safe online spaces. Toontown's gone. Guess I'm out since I'm not over 20. You would just now be allowed to drink in America. Just now. Which is really funny to me. Oh my god. Hold on, I actually need to save here now that she's in the right direction. Whee! Technically, I've been allowed to drink since I was little. Yeah, I know, but like, you know. Does anyone want to explain to me why she just decided to veer off to the right like that? Card sent. Let me take a look at this real quick. Content. No. I don't want content. These look like the tarot cards that I grew up with. They're beautiful. I love that. Thank you for sharing. No, you. The camera is not helping. Well, she didn't veer off this time, so that's a good start. Ah! I scared Kit Kat. Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. I'm sorry. It's okay. Let's fucking go! We got on the rope! The dramatic fall. This isn't gonna... It's not gonna be like before. I want applause right now! That's not... That's not applause. That's not... That's not applause. That's a punishment. Why don't cannibals cook instant noodles? They prefer raw men. Hello, Awava. Welcome in. And, what you said there, Dan, about there being a few places that actually fight like that, that is interesting. I feel quite bad now for laughing at them. What the fuck?! What am I supposed to do then? There's a fucking... What? Don't you dare try to tell me that I'm supposed to grab that wall. Don't you fucking dare. Oh, Laura! Nice. Fuck this game. Break. I'm gonna stop fucking... Is this the one they wanted to make? Yeah? Yeah, this was the one that they were like trying to wrap up with. This is their last hurrah. Am I still on modern controls? I'm on content controls. Why does it feel weird? This was their last one. They were like, we're gonna end this series with this. Oh, okay. That is cool, though. No, it didn't. That's why they were so upset when they made Chronicles. I'm also upset. This fucking game. Wait, so what was the point of coming up here? Because, like, I could have just... Because this is the ropes are up there. I could have just dropped down. No, I jumped in the wrong place! This is why we save the way that we do. This is why. Oh my fucking god. We weren't supposed to jump to that. We're supposed to jump over to that. No, not that. That. Watching these has made you save more? Good. I'm glad that I could help with that. It's so funny watching Lara just like freak out. Not Lara, sorry. Skadi's face freak out whenever I put my hand over my face because the tracking gets all broken. Why did you have to ask if it was going to be a sequel? Now it is... I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this again. Can't even see chat anymore because there's amount of death, so the fact there's an ad break in a second is blocking up. Sorry, hold on, I'll fix it in a minute, I swear. Don't worry, by the way, I won't try to make the jump while I'm on the ad break.
Keep struggling.
Why the fuck would you say that? That's so mean. I need to remove that blurb. I'm gonna crash out, bro. I keep forgetting to hold down action when I reload the game. We're at 12 deaths, guys! See, the death before the death is like suspense. What, so you're just like holding your breath? Can we get much higher? This is so fucking lame. Oh my god. I can't get the timing right. Oh! Go! Fine, fine, I'll put modern controls back on. This is gonna go so terribly wrong. Bro, I fucking looked up a tutorial. Well, that was cool to know. Apparently, you could just hold down the whole fucking sprint button and it just endlessly goes. You don't have to time it! Alright, so we finally got in here. Now we can continue the game properly. Okay, what's down this path? Probably a lever or a key or something. I'm at 14 deaths for a fucking secret. Dark Souls ain't got nothing on this shit, honestly. The 4th shotgun I found in this game! Oh my god! I don't need a fucking shotgun. You have to be blind if you don't have the shotgun at this point already. I'm sorry, you are an idiot if you don't have the shotgun. It's in the first level. I have to lose health. So the mini-pack I just got was worthless. If you died from the full damage, I would be howling. Fuck you! Oh my god. That's such a mood, though. Sorry, Dan. Good. Thank you! Hi, Luffy. I'm okay. I'm okay. He can check on me. Oh. He's just looking at me with, like, this concern. Gotta get my throat spray out. I just hurt myself again. I'd be damn good at my job. I know what rage feels like. Yay, more shotgun bullets. How much did you get done? Let me guess. 1%. Less. Wow, I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah, 'cause it's good like that, I guess. Oh, that's why I get out. Okay. One mission objective. Go to Kiryu's apartment and sleep. Oh, goodness. I just don't care. I just don't care about the skeletons. I don't want to deal with them. Why is that? Why are games about driving safely so much fun? I wonder if I can make that. Okay. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I think I can do that. Maybe I just messed that up. Let's give it another go. Let's have a full run up. No, okay, she can't make that. Which is strange, because I really feel like she should. Hang on. Huh? Climb out of the water at the base of the stairs. Come stairs, destroy the skeleton. Just ignore it. Second skeleton. Blah, blah, blah. Note the lever in the southwest corner of the room. That's northeast. Well, that's just north, actually. Where's southwest? Oh, there's the southwest. Okay. I could have done it a bit more gracefully. But it don't matter, does it? What else can I think of that is a good conversation? Whenever it gets, like, a little quiet like this, I always like to just think of nostalgia. You know what? You know what? I think we're at the point where I can do this. I had a stream a while ago that I actually have removed because I got a little too... I say a little too. I got emotional in it, and I was embarrassed by the fact that I was emotional in it. I don't know, you're like, no, that's silly. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. But I have a lot of... I've got a lot of sad childhood memories. Not because it was like a bad childhood, but because it was really good at certain points. And so I sometimes get a little bit emotional talking about it because, like, everything that happened didn't have to happen, and it makes me sad to think about how it turned out. That's really all it is. Anyway, on that note, if I do get all sniffly, do not worry, please. I'm just an emotional person. I'm not gonna make it your guys' problem. I'm gonna, you know, calm the fuck down. I'm not, like, gonna make my emotions your issue, but I'm just prefacing it by saying it. Who here remembers the movie The Italian Job? It's pretty real, yeah, I get that. Thank you. I like to be real with you guys. I feel like it helps. It helps you to know that it's totally human to be this way, you know what I mean? Let's get rid of this fucker. There we go. So who remembers The Italian Job? It's a movie that I do. Brilliant. Okay. Nope, I'm uncultured as fuck. It's a movie that came out pre-90s, I believe. I don't remember who's in it. I don't even remember the plot. Oh, fuck off! Forcing me to take damage. You're a fucking knob. Just trying to dive, but I pressed the wrong button. Jesus. See if there's a little monkey, not monkey, a little bird statue down here. Aha! There is! Bro, please just... Thank you. I didn't want to have to be low tier god there. Hold on. What do you mean it's not Italian job? 1969. Let low tier Skadi come out for the content. Think of the clips to farm. No, because the problem is you guys gotta remember that the clips that people see are what get me to, like, or what get them to come and, like, come to my stream. That's not who I am all the time. My clips need to reflect who I am, which is chaotic and loud and stupid. Right. 1969, starring Michael Caine. Movie about a group of people planning to steal a shipment of gold by creating a traffic jam. I don't know really what happened in it. I remember a few bits and pieces of it. I didn't really like the movie that much because the thing was I didn't understand it because I was a child. I'm sure if I watched it now, I'd get it. But my parents really liked it. And it was one of those ones that I had the DVD for and I put on when I was feeling sick and just fall asleep to. You know, it was just like, I just needed something in the background when I was like a child. So did you know they had a movie tie-in video game thing? No. Well, they did. 'Cause why not, right? Every game was doing it. So, let me check really quick. Because obviously, 1969. Why do you make a game for a movie from 1969? The Italian Job video game. 2001. It was a 2001 PlayStation 1 computer game. It was before the remake came out. So somebody just got bored one day and took this movie. Yeah, the movie had a remake, but the thing is the remake came out in 2003. And it starred Mark Wahlberg. The movie came out after the video game. So the video game is based on the Michael Caine 1969 movie, which is really fucking funny to me. Now, I had this game. I'm looking at it now, and this is really weird. The publishers for it were Rockstar Games and Square Enix. That is so weird. Oh, what has Luffy done? Sorry, something just fell over in the kitchen. Luffy! Get out. I found him on the floor looking very confused. He knocked a box over. He thought the box was full of cat food. It was an empty box. Right, so it was released on PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and PC. Okay, so... So this was a game that existed. I don't know why. It just did. And the best part is I didn't even have it properly. the version of it that I had was pirated. Why are you, Luffy, come here, why are you crying? Luffy! Hi, baby. Come here, it's okay. What's the matter? Did you hurt yourself when you fell down? Yeah, the box was empty and it upset you, didn't it? Oh, silly baby. So yeah, my dad got this game for me. He downloaded a bunch of games for me. I had School Tycoon, Mall Tycoon, all the Roller Coaster Tycoons. Like, I had so many PC games growing up. And so we didn't necessarily have a family PC. My dad had his own PC because he could build PCs, and like it just, for his business and everything, it just made sense for him to have a PC. My mum had her own PC as well, just because dad had an old one, and so he set it for her so that she could like talk to family in England and like post photos of us and stuff like that. She took a lot of digital photos. And so he made sure that she could put them all like on the intimidating music, the dramatic jump into frame, and then boom. Oh, brilliant. You had stone plates growing up? Oh. My sister and I had the master bedroom because my parents thought it would be better for us if we had our... Oh, there's another one. If we had our own room shared, but it was easier to do that than it was to give us a room and a playroom kind of thing. It was just, you know, give the... Dad was like, we'll give the girls the massive room, and then they can have all their toys in there, and we'll also get them bunk beds, so they've just got all the space in the world to play. As a kid, this room was incredible. This room was huge. How do I jump to that? We're going to be doing rope shenanigans again. So the reason why I'm getting into all this, by the way, this does loop back to what we were originally speaking about. Don't you worry, I do have a point. We had the bunk beds in one corner of the room. We had an armchair at the foot of the bed that had wings taped to the bottom of it. Like, we drew wings on paper, we cut them out, we taped them to the bottom of the chair because Mom used to read us the wishing chair books. And we had a desk with a computer. And it had all kinds of like child locks and stuff on it. Obviously, my parents weren't about to just let me go wild on it. Because they knew what I would get into. Like, I was a troublemaker. So it had no internet access. It could just load up PC games and, you know, all that fun stuff. So one of the games that was on it was The Italian Job. And I'm not gonna rage. We're gonna just move on. I've had streamers, a black screen was doing stuff on the side, video didn't show up, but somehow I haven't noticed, was just vibing to the blabbering. Oh, I'm glad. I like that, that's what I'm here for. Fuck's sake. So, we had the Italian job on the PC. So, we would sit together. We had, Liffy, what the fuck are you doing? He's just upside down. Liffy! He wants me to play with him. Not right now, buddy. Last time I played with you, you left a scar on my hand. This might not be the right place to do it, but... I've got to swap to modern controls. I can't do it in the position it needs to be done. It's so annoying. Oh, shit, hang on. There we go, another dev. So... she was better at playing the game, my little sister. I kind of just struggled with, like, the car driving controls, because we wouldn't use WASD, we'd use the arrow keys, right? And the space bar to speed up. It's like foreshadowing. It was indeed foreshadowing, yep. Hold on, let's see if this is the right place to do it. Yeah, I think this is it. This one should be fun. I was not expecting to catch onto that, okay. There we go. We would follow all of the streets correctly while driving around in the practice mode, while like driving in the test the cars thing. We'd follow all of the street lights. We would use the roundabout correctly. We would pretend we were using a turning signal. And the game that we were playing was that she was either a taxi driver and she was driving me to an appointment somewhere, and so we'd talk about my fake appointment and about what her life is like as a taxi driver. And sometimes we'd pretend to be driving instructors, basically, where I would be giving her a test based on her driving skills to decide whether or not she was going to get her license. And at the time, this was the same as, like, you know, how GTA did it, where the AI isn't that bright and can't seem to understand if you're stopped at a traffic light, will just ram into you. And so there'd be so many times where we'd be playing the taxi driver game and somebody would just fucking ram us, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna be late to my appointment. And so all of this is to say, Ace, I completely understand why you want to play the taxi driving game, because it's fucking fun. Oh shit! I didn't jump! Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, I get it. All of that is to say that. Oh my god. Can I go down there? Is there anything down there? There's something that makes this coincidentally more neat. What is that? Do I have to take the rope back? Can I make that jump? She can grab that. She can fucking grab that. She just chose not to. Sorry, bitch. There's text boxing where Kirio needs to do small talk with the passenger. Gotta have the good customer service. Ah! It's amazing! Oh, I love that! Oh my god. It's the game that we played. Let's see. Wait, there's a ladder in here? Third type is street racing, because the cops are like, if these kids get beaten in a race by a cab driver, they'll be demoralized and stop racing. And it goes full in on Kiryu being like, initial deprotect. I love that. So where the fuck is the ladder? Stella says there's a ladder, but I don't see one. Hang on, let's reload so I can get back over there without needing to... Hold on. Hello, Zero! You just missed the story about my childhood. For crying out loud, you guys are really gonna commit to that, huh? There's the ladder! I'm dumb. Thank you, Stella. I wouldn't have seen this. There we go. What else was there? What other children's stories do I have? We used to play Neopets in the front garden. We had our front yard, front garden. We were on a corner lot, so we had like loads of space outside. We had, there's probably more skeletons in here. Let me get this again. We had a fence, like a picket fence, like, you know, your proper suburban picket fence. I've been chatting long enough for you to know. Yeah, I know you do. Ah! Asshole. He was like, "Nyeh!" But yeah, we just play Neopets in the front garden. We had like a little picnic table out front as well, and we'd take our toys from it was McDonald's, I think, that was giving out the toys, and we just make them walk around, and like they would just go on adventures and do stuff. It was fun. It was fun. Except for the part with the omelet. Wait, you were subscribed to me before you started following? What the f- Wait, so you... Oh, that's actually a good point. We only met because of the fucking... I can't remember the name of the game. The games that we were playing in around Halloween with Shroom. We all met because of that, didn't we? Oh, that's sweet. I did gaslight you into that. That was me. I told you. Ah, right. I can't remember who it was that I got you to kill, but I told you that I felt threatened and you just did it. Beautiful. And you I think it was, it was! And then you killed everybody on the map for me. And now you don't miss a single stream. Fucking... Yes, including me. I don't really remember why you killed me, but something happened and you just decided, no, I'm ending it. My dumbass didn't bother to save again. Fuck's sake. Zero really does just come in here, drop something and run away. Yeah, yeah. What was funny though was I was. So you just gave me all those free kills, and then when anybody asked me, I was just like, oh yeah, Ace did it. For fuck's sake. There we go. Yeah, you did. You won the game because you killed me. I was the imposter. It's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was doing great. You got to be killed. I remember when I was playing it with Zero and he was just, oh for fuck's sake! He was just killing everyone on the map. BB was like, commenting on how efficient he was of a murderer. There we go, I did it. God damn, that took so many tries. Ah! Did I just scream over a door? Door jump scare. You made me waste ammo! Yeah, the only thing that really put me off of lockdown was the fact that it was like, oh yeah, if you want to change your color and be cute, that's more expensive than the game itself. Which I was like, no, bro, don't do that. So let's see. Let's see. The door at the end opens, letting you back into the room with the pole. Slide down the pole. Okay. We're at 20 deaths. Let me see if I can knock it back. Fast sliding. It was very fast sliding, wasn't it? Trying to knock it back to kill it with full damage. Never mind. Well, at least I only used one that time. Okay, we're gonna save this time. And this time, Lara, please, I'm begging you, grab the...
No.
I'm missing a trident. Just came back to me that I was a prick at one point because I looked at Kimmy and said, hey, watch this, and just shot you for the bit. Remember looking back and being like, oh, I hope she's not legit mad. I'm be honest, I was legit mad. I was seething. I actually had to take a minute to calm down. Because I had just respawned. And I was so fucking angry. Oh. Oh. I tried to play it off really cool because, like, I'm pretty sure I was the only girl there and I didn't want to seem like, you know, I was being overreactive. One of those things that you just have to deal with being a girl, you know? I never picked up the trident. Oh my god, I would have left this... I'm gonna fucking cry. What the shit? I'm gonna crash out. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Laura, you're such a bitch. Like, if I was gonna respawn immediately, it wouldn't have been so bad, but it was just the fact that they force you to wait for, like, the next 10 minutes while the game continues, doing nothing, so all I could do was doom scroll Twitter. I was so fucking pissed. La! That's why you're confined to single-player games this year. This is your penance for how you... Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you're good at Rivals. That I enjoy playing a lot. I'm so excited for my Cloak and Dagger skin, bro. I'm so excited. I'm saving. Fuck this shit. They do get a new team up. They do, but I'm pissed about everything else. Why are they removing Namor's stuff? They're gonna give him this other thing that's gonna be just so fucking annoying. 5% damage output increase. My throat hurts from all the screaming from this stupid woman. Rocket's getting, like, severely nerfed, which is really weird. Okay, there we go. Now I've got both tridents. This is atonement for being so hard to hit or something. Just aim better. Get good. When I can't kill Rocket because he's being slippery, I swap to Scarlet Witch and he dies within a second. The game is about swapping the character to meet the situation. People just need to simply get good. But Skadi, I am one trick. Oh my gosh. Bet that skeleton's still here. Yep. Hello.
Well,
how you doing?
I'm taking a small break.
How's it going?
Exactly as I said. The team's getting fucking diffed.
You're getting diffed by the frog?
Yeah, disco frog.
Disco frog. And there's the applause. There it is. There it is. I can't hear you. What?
Somebody always fucks up. There's this one part where you kind of have to do like a bit of a rhythm game.
Yeah?
If everybody does it without anybody fucking up,
Yeah.
you get a free LB3.
What? Okay, well you need to do that then.
I'm fucking trying. Everyone keeps fucking up.
Everybody else needs to get the amount of king crazies that you do. Zero's... Yeah, he's doing the new Savage. The funky frog. Unfortunately, he's running into some difficulty. He said...
Not me, I fucking nailed the mechanics like
no, the
as soon as I saw them.
The team. He messaged me a few days ago, I can't remember which one it was, and he said, as predicted, the team is getting diffed by this fucking frog. And then, what's really funny is last night, you were getting diffed by a frog.
It was?
Stop fucking spawning for 5 seconds. That clip is incredible. Everybody's seen that clip, right?
I mean, I still survived and revived you guys, though.
I know you did. You were amazing. You were a god. I was going to do terrible things to you for that.
Okay. Alright.
He always leaves. He always runs away. I can say the most cursed shit to him, like any other time, and he's, you know, he welcomes it. But if I say something like this to him while I'm streaming, he's like, I am out. So fucking funny. How far can I reach? Can I hit this fucker? Go for... Ayo! You keep forgetting to delete and cancel your sub. That's funny. Why don't you go do it now then? So you don't forget. Whoa! Fuck! Shano, thank you again for explaining to me to do that. The Mog Station is a cruel, cursed website created by evil liches who sustain their own mortality with the suffering of PC gamers. Yeah, for some reason, like, so Zero has to do a data center swap thingy. A transfer or whatever. Sorry. And he messaged me about it tonight and said we need to get it done, right? And it's not the money that's the problem. It's the problem that if I say to him, yeah, sure, let's go ahead and do that, and, like, we go ahead and do it, right? If it doesn't work, I've got to check the bank, I've got to make sure the billing address is correct, I've got to call them and ask them, is it you that's blocking it? And they'll say, no, it's not, it's the website. And then we got to check to make sure that we've got the right little code thingy, because we lost our card a while back, so it got changed, and so we're always like, do we have the right one? Because, like, we could have found the old one and just not realized, because we forget shit all the time. And I didn't want to deal with it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do it soon. We can do it soon. Because I just know that opening up Mog Station and trying to put any credit card information in is a fucking nightmare. Because, like, we put it in my name and it doesn't work. We put it in his name and it doesn't work. We put it in with my address, it doesn't work. Well, our address. What I mean by this is, like, the old address in America is still tied to certain things. So, like, we'll put it in this UK address, right? Where all of like, the UK mail comes. And then we'll put it in stuff for America, where a lot of the American stuff goes before it gets transferred over here. And it's like, ah! And then the worst part is some things are at this address under his name, and some things are at the other address under my name. And it's like, we know which where. And then I'll change it because I'll lose the card, and so I'll have to change it to be like, look, I need you to send me the card here, not the one in America. And then they'll send it, and then I've got to update the billing address everywhere because obviously the address on the account has changed. They don't make it easy to do things overseas. They don't make it easy to do stuff overseas. And the problem is, because the account was made in America, I can't just use our UK bank stuff. Like, I want to use our UK stuff. I want to be able to be like, here, use the UK stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Use this one. The worst thing, the absolute worst thing of all is there a Skelly Man? Oh, there is. The worst thing of all is, so first off, as you know, we are married. Yay. And we share our last name, of course, as you know, married couples typically tend to do. How to put this? So as you know, we go by many different names. We go by our nicknames, we go by our VTuber names. We also go by different names, as in, whenever I'm referring to him to anybody else, I don't call him by his legal name. Because he doesn't like his legal name. And neither do I. Because of the associations and everything with it. So we've both changed our name, essentially. But not on paperwork, because it's a fucking nightmare to deal with. It's just easier to just call each other whatever the fuck we want to call each other, right? We have the same initial. So, it's the same initials on all of, like, the statements and stuff. So it adds another layer of confusion when we're trying to deal with MogStation of knowing which name it's under, because the problem is the fucking statement has the initials on it. It doesn't have the full fucking name. And because we share the same last name and it just has, you know, the first letter of the name. Of the first name, we're like, what the fuck? MogStation could make it just so much easier by just letting me pay with, like, PayPal or something, honestly. It's so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna stop swapping the gun. When I was trying to get the expansion packs and everything, Square made it really difficult to do. I feel like Square, who wants money, doesn't want my money, and it's really strange. Like, I'm trying to pay you, bro. I want your product. Let me give you money. I killed Papyrus. Deltarune cancelled. Nah, Deltarune's happening, which is really strange because I was not expecting it to get dropped during a Nintendo Direct. I haven't even played Undertale. I don't even know who the fuck half the characters are. Dude, I don't know where I am. There's another trident. Okay, I've got to get up there. I don't get it. Why do companies do this? Do you want my money or not? I'm trying to give it to you. Limited run? What do you mean by limited run? How's Sonic and Yakuza having that? Like, I understand limited edition stuff because, like, they wanna cash in and, like, get people hyped up and be like, oh, we have to buy it now because if we don't buy it now, we're never gonna... That was close! Oh my god! Oh, sorry, is Limited run a game company? It's a media publishing company. I see. Oh, we have another ad break? Have I really been playing for that long? Jeez, okay. 5 minutes until break. Wonder if I can make that jump. I was not aware of any of that. But on the topic of... I'm probably not going to make this jump. On the topic of limited edition things... I've never really gotten, like, lucky enough to be allowed to have limited edition things. Because at the time that something has come out, it's, like, been... it's not been a right time, money-wise, to, like, ask my parents for it. So growing up, I could never have it. And Zero experienced quite a bit of that as well, which is why I think now we try to spoil each other as much as we can with things. Like, we saw the Master Sword the other day at this mall, and he was like, do it, you know you want to. And I'm like, yeah, it's £200, I can't realistically do it. Hold on, is that a ladder? No, it's just a drop. Okay. I do plan to go back and get it if it's still there. With, like, a first paycheck kind of thing as, like, a reward. You did it, you got the job, yay! Because, goddamn, I didn't used to be this much of, like, a Zelda geek, and now I love it so fucking much. I'm assuming I've made it up here? Oh? Epic shotgun shells, I guess. Oh, no, there it is. Cool. Okay, come here. But the one thing that I did get when I was younger was the... and I wish I could find it again. Paramore released a locket for their song, The Only Exception, and I loved that song, and I still do, and I still just sing it to myself. Just one of those ones that, like, you know, you could relate to. And I lost it. And I don't remember what happened to it, and I think it was stolen. Which is really sad. But I loved it. It wasn't anything fancy. It was just like a bronze locket. But yeah, I really loved it. It was beautiful. But hold on, let me see. They did Alan Wake's Collector's Edition. Oh, wow. Never had an opportunity to get, like, merch and stuff as a kid either. I just buy stuff for myself now because I'm tired of being miserable. Yeah, it's like when you grow up and you're an adult, but, like, you're still a kid at heart. Like, there's nothing wrong with giving into your inner child. Like, my water bottle that I use every day is pink with daisies all over it. My entire computer setup is cute and pink and adorable. My fairy lights have just died. I'm actually pretty pissed about that. But whatever. And I just got a pen pop the other day and it looks like a sloth. I'm gonna vibe and I aim to just have a good time. Yeah, honestly. Right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to get some water. You have a one-piece cup as your water for stream? Yes, good. I'm going to stretch, get some water, probably see what I'm going to do for dinner, take a little break, and we will be back in about 30 minutes or so. Okay, thank you. Go take a break and stretch and stuff. Be right back. Bye. Okay, we're back. Everything is cracking in my arm, so that's... The stretch has helped, but not that much. Probably gonna have to bug Zero later to rub it out. He gives the best shoulder massages, like, ever. I used to hate any kind of, like, you know, pressure or anything like that. I don't know, I just got really freaking triggered by it. But it's always been really nice whenever he's rubbed my back or my shoulders or something. It's just comfy. Shit! I didn't want to fall down there, so... Oh, shit! Okay, we gotta go all the way back up because my dumbass didn't save. Whee! On the topic of, neckwear, because I was just thinking about it. As much as I loved that necklace, there is something better that I have worn pretty consistently, really. It's my... Like, Zero buys me a lot of necklaces. That is his go-to gift because he knows how much I love them. Over the years, he's gotten me lockets and pendants with, like, little golden tarot cards and butterfly necklaces. Honestly, so many. I think one is even, like, a dinosaur skeleton from Jurassic Park. Though I can't remember if he bought that or if I bought that, and it was just because we were on a date together that I associated it that way. Fucking ropes, man. Anyway, the point is, the one that I love the most, the one that I wear the most, is the mermaid pendant from Stardew Valley. I think I mentioned before that I love Stardew Valley. He's never really played it. He played multiplayer with me for like 2 days once. But he knows how much I care about it, and he knows the significance of the necklace being that you... Oh, shit. Hi, mate. That you give it to somebody that you marry, you know? Lara, you're such an idiot. My god. 25. Let's go. But yeah, so the thing about this pendant is that the chain that it came on is one of those, like, shoot for 40? No! It's one of those, like, kind of sleek ones. It doesn't have, like, a bunch of tiny little, like, links. It's one of those very smooth ones, and I love that kind of chain. Honestly, it's my favorite. And it's a, fuck me, dude. It's a, like a glass twisty one. I'm gonna reload. I don't want to take any damage to this guy. Now we're gonna resave, because he's getting in my way. The best part is that it's a long enough chain that I could just kind of pop it on, like, over my head. I don't have to undo the clasp. Lara, jump forward, you stupid cow! But basically, it has the perfect sort of, like, feeling when I want to just kind of slide it along the chain. It's not loud, it's not... It doesn't vibrate weirdly. I know that's weird to explain, but like when you have weird little sensory quirks, you know, something vibrating against your skin can be enough to trigger the shit out of you. You're fucking... Why can't I get this stupid jump? Is that far enough? Okay. There we go. Now she'll fucking do it. God, you're annoying. Most importantly, because it's glass, I find myself constantly, like, just bringing it up to my face. And because it's one of those, like, twisted seashell shapes, because of that, it has this really smooth texture. So I end up fidgeting with it constantly, just playing with it. The texture of the glass against my hand feels just amazing. And when I'm trying to think, I so often will just bring it up, like, against my mouth, and I try not to in public because I don't want people to be weird and everything, but it just feels perfect. And I love it so much. Like, I treasure this thing, honestly. There's so many gifts that he's given me that just make me so happy. But this is definitely one of the ones that, like, really gets me emotional. Break all of this. Oh, hello. The best gift you've ever gotten is a One Piece mug, and that's on you because you avoid telling people, like, your birthdays. What, do you not like gifts? Or is it part of the whole, like, it's very, very common, a very, very common thing that I see that comes up with, kids who are neurodivergent of some kind. They often don't like receiving gifts or having surprises because, like, they don't want to have a fake reaction kind of thing. They like what they like and they don't want it ruined. Bit of a mix. Okay. Alright, so these guys are all going to come to life, so we're going to backflip. Is that all of them? You have a unicorn mug? Is it like a unicorn head or like a whole shape? Like, what's it look like? Like, small surprises, I'm a cheapskate, so all my mates run on, if I don't give you a gift, you don't give me one. That's the thing that I love about... Oh, it's a full body. Oh, so, like, is it like a unicorn that's, like, hollowed out? Is it all... The tail is the whole... Oh, nice. Is it, like, bumpy inside? I love those kind of mugs, but just to look at. Because washing them is a fucking pain. How many tridents do I have now? It's handmade. Oh, that's beautiful. 4. Okay, I've got all the tridents. Yes! It's also a personal thing because you don't like to tell people your birthday. That's understandable. Fuck's sake, dude. It's funny how one of these gates needed a key, but every other one I'm just like kicking them open with the crowbar. You're also an idiot because you forgot. Oh, because you forget. I forgot to tell my friends I've moved out, going to uni, even though they went to sim uni. Yep. I forgot my birthday once. You can't be fruity and be always in camo, so I assumed I needed some color in my life. I love that! That's amazing. Everybody always needs color in their life. It's good for your soul. Alright, so I'm back at the coastal ruins. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, we're fine, we're fine. I messed up a little bit, but it's nothing that I can't fix. We gotta go back in. Apparently the Temple of Poseidon is in here. I don't know why the Temple of Poseidon is in fucking Greece, but it is. Is it in Greece? Sorry, isn't in Greece. Temple of Poseidon isn't in Greece. It's in Egypt. Apparently. It's in the catacombs of Egypt. In Alexandria. I don't see how that makes sense, but okay. Ow. That was painful. Poseidon wanted a tan. Oh. Alright, I've just noticed the time. I've got to wrap up. It is late. I haven't cooked dinner. It's been 2.5 hours. Damn. Well, that was fun. We got to 28 deaths. Wow. That's a lot. What did I just do? No, 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 no.
And so we...
Die. There you go. Let's see. We'll shoot for 30 next time. Mean. Alright, we're gonna wrap up. Ow. Shroomy is playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Enjoy. Good night, everybody. Thank you. I know what I'm gonna do for the next few hours. Yep, there you go. Thank you for joining me tonight. Good night, sleep well, sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.